The magic is not just in making the list. It's about tying back your keyword to what your audience is actually searching for.
Welcome back to Duo On Air. I'm Abby.
And I'm Courtney.
And we're the ex-agency turned entrepreneurial team that puts the Duo in Duo Collective. Our boutique organic marketing agency specializes in SEO, social media strategy, and branding.
We're an everyday pair of business besties / marketing experts obsessed with helping our community learn more about what it takes to run a business.
Which is why on Duo On Air, we're not holding anything back. We're giving you all the info we know about how to grow your business organically so you can be the confident CEO you were made to be.
And how to navigate life as a small business owner.
Whether it's on your own or with your best friend by your side, so grab your coffee
or your mimosa, we don't judge,
and settle in for a quick value-packed episode of Marketing Tips.
Welcome back to the Duo On Air podcast. This is episode number 187. And what if we told you that there were 3 things that you could do this month, yes, in the next 30 days, that could boost your website traffic? So we just had a free training, and inside that free training, which you can still catch the replay if you missed it, so it's how to get found in 30 days. So these are 2 different things. How to get found in 30 days is about how to get your website found and get that initial foundation and traffic in 30 days. So this training is so good. It was seriously one of our favorites. We will include the link in the show notes because the replay is still available right now for a limited time. So go grab that if you missed it. But what I want to talk about today is a question that we got asked in this training. And that was, okay, I really want to boost my traffic. What can I do to amp things up in the next 30 days? This is so important, especially if you're a holiday business or you thrive in the holiday season. Now's the time to really do these 3 things that I'm going to walk through. So I'm super excited about this and sharing all of these with you. And know that you just have me today and Court will be back next week. So we're going to get real deep and juicy into SEO. So the very first thing you can do to amp your traffic up is to create something called a listicle for a high volume keyword. So what does this mean? Well, first, let's take a step back. If you don't know what is a high volume keyword or how to find one, I want you to tune into episode 121, which is all about how to choose SEO keywords. It's going to break things down, all about keywords, how to choose them, what metrics you need to look at, such as monthly volume, to make sure that you're choosing the right one. So I'm not going to get into those details today, but if you haven't listened to that one, hit pause, run over there, and then you can come back here. So if you're already familiar with keyword volumes and research, then I want you to find a high volume keyword with medium to low competition. I'm talking in the thousands of monthly search volumes, so something really high. Now, if you're sitting here wondering what a listicle is, let's talk about that. A listicle is a post that's a list. So it's a blog post that's a list. Very simple. Here's a few examples. You have 10 of the best coffee shops in Minneapolis for entrepreneurs to work from. 10 best natural skincare ingredients for dry skin. 15 home organization hacks that work every time. 15 motivational books every business owner should read. 12 signs you might need to see a chiropractor. You get the gist. So remember, the magic is not just in making the list. It's about tying back your keyword to what your audience is actually searching for. So don't just throw out any list. Truly use the keywords to help you build that. And why does this work? Well, 1, people and AI overviews. So yes, robots do love list posts. 36% of posts with numbers and list type headlines get more traffic than any other posts. And nearly 70% of readers prefer content that's organized in a list. So this is true for me, and I'm not sure about you, but I definitely love a list because it's easy to skim. So these posts tend to get more traffic rather than a simple answer of what is this or how do I do X, Y, and Z. So those queries tend to have more 0 clicks which means someone went to the search page, got the answer because of the AI overview, and then never went to the website. But AI overviews sometimes can't share the full list. Sometimes they do, but people still gravitate towards clicking through, especially if you've made that list really juicy. So something like 10 of the best tools non-designers want to create beautiful content. This is something where I want to see visuals. I want to see examples. I want to look at a blog post. I don't want to look at an AI overview. So let's look at one quick example. If you Google what is keyword density, AI is going to spit out a really quick example for you, and you're probably never going to click. But if you Google something like 10 tips to improve keyword density, now you're curious. You're much more likely to click through on that post than you are just to read the description in the AI overview. And P.S., if you have no idea what keyword density is and you're curious about that, we talked about that in episode 131, so go find that one because we answer all of your biggest SEO keyword questions there. So stay tuned if you need some deeper work in keywords. We also have an entire module in SEO on Tap all about keywords, choosing keywords, watching me choose keywords for our clients, which is some of our students' absolute favorite module to get a peek at my brain walking through all of the keyword research. All right, let's now talk about number 2. What is that second thing you can do to really boost your traffic in the next 30 days? So the next thing I want you to do is add internal links. So let's talk about this. What is it? It is linking one blog to another blog on your website. So it's really simple in terms of how to do it. You're going to pick a blog that's already performing really well. So go to something like Google Search Console or Google Analytics, see what's performing the best in the last 3 to 6 months. Last 3 to 6 months is key because of all the AI changes that are out there. So don't go looking back at something that performed really good a year ago. Things could have shifted with the new world of AI and search. So look at the last 3 to 6 months. What's already performing really well? Grab that blog and take a peek at, okay, where do I need to add new internal links? So can I add a link to my service page or a sales page of something that's new, maybe since I've written this? Maybe there's another blog post I wrote that I want Google to notice that's newer and it hasn't noticed it yet. So why is this important? I want you to think of internal links as road signs. They're guiding traffic elsewhere. Remember those spiders and robots that are crawling through our website? These internal links give them another direction to go in their map. They help your readers and Google understand how all of your content is connected, and it's going to help Google find new content, especially if it's a top performing blog post. That means it's already in Google's radar and they're already crawling it and they already understand that piece of content. So let's use that new piece of content to help them understand that, help connect the old piece to the new piece. Another thing that you can do, this is not an internal link, this is going to be an external link, but still very important to connect your content all together. And that's going to be including things like Instagram posts. We just talked about this in episode 180 because now that Instagram is indexable, it is a great opportunity to take those Instagram posts that you worked so hard on. You know, the ones that are deep tips, deep education, things that might not see the traction that you want. And then you're frustrated because you spent all this time in Canva building out this beautiful doc. So take those and put them into blogs that are relevant, or build deeper long-term content around them and link them in there. Now that this content is indexable, it might be easier for robots to find them if they're actually linked in your blog rather than just out there in the world of Instagram. Same goes with YouTube. So make sure you're linking or embedding those Instagram posts and YouTube posts into your content to, again, give these robots more context around all of the different things you offer and all that expertise that you have to share. And number 3, I want you to share your blogs everywhere. Post a link in your Instagram stories, share it on Pinterest, send out an email roundup of blogs that people need to read right now, share a resource in a Facebook group to a relevant question. So why does this work? Now, here's a quick warning. Google has repeatedly said that traffic itself is not a ranking factor. They don't look at your analytics numbers and say, oh wow, a ton of people are coming from Instagram, so let's go ahead and bump this page up to number 1. Wouldn't that be really awesome though, if you went viral on Instagram and that's how it worked? That'd be great, right? Or same goes with TikTok. But traffic from other sources can indirectly influence your SEO. And here's how that works. If people land on your site from social media or from your email list or from TikTok and they stick around, they click around, and they engage, this sends a positive signal. Things like low bounce rate, longer dwell time, longer engagement time. Google does measure that. So Google can't see all of your data, but it does see user interaction from Chrome, Android, and search itself. So this is a great way to drive traffic. Sharing your blog everywhere is going to increase the odds that someone links to it, and backlinks are very strong ranking factors. So if someone reads a blog and they see how powerful it is, they might link you as a resource in a blog that they're creating. The more people that see your content, the more likely they are to Google your brand name later. And these branded search are huge trust signals to Google. And trust is more important than ever in this new world of AI. Google needs to trust you in order to cite you. And finally, traffic from all of these different sources can trigger Google to crawl your page sooner. If lots of people are suddenly hitting a new URL, Google is going to notice. And when I say new, that means it's new to Google. It doesn't necessarily mean it's new to the world. It could be a year old, but Google has just never noticed it. So for that reason, let's push traffic to our website. Not to mention that you created this content. You worked hard on it. Let's keep sharing it. Just because you created that blog months ago does not mean it's still relevant. And it also is such a great thing to continue to share with your audience, because remember, your Instagram audience and even your open rates on your email, not everyone is seeing those. So continuing to send them is a really good way to continue reaching new people with the amazing content that you create. So the more you share your content, the more chances you have to build the signals that Google does care about. Things like backlinks, engagement, and branded searches. That brand awareness is so important and something we overlook a lot when it comes to SEO. So this is why driving traffic from other platforms is still so incredibly valuable, even if Google literally isn't counting every click from Instagram or email. And that's it, my friend. Those are the 3 things that I want you to focus on if you really want to amp traffic for this last half of the year. Create a listicle blog post for a high volume keyword. Add internal links to your content, especially the best performing content that's working right now. And then share that hard work. Share your blog, share your content everywhere. Wherever you live, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, share it to stories, share it in your email, do an email roundup, do something fun to drive your content traffic. None of these are going to require hours of work or advanced tech skills. So I just want you to pick one this week to do. And then watch what happens. And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, I really love these quick wins, but I'd rather have a full roadmap to help me, or maybe you need that foundational work first. And if you don't have that foundational stuff working for you, it might be hard to amp traffic anyways, because Google doesn't know who you are at the core. So this is exactly what we talk about inside SEO on Tap. And this is the very last week. You just have a few days, depending on when you're listening to this, to join us inside SEO on Tap and get all of those incredible bonuses for free. We have so many bonuses inside this course all around how to optimize for AI and how to amp up that traffic. And I am so excited for you guys to get your hands on it. So if you have not heard about SEO on Tap, One, please tune in to that replay, because that replay of how to get found in 30 days is the foundational work that you need to do. We will include that link in the show notes. Head over there, because at the end of that, there is a super juicy Q&A, but there is also a lot of information about SEO on Tap, what is included, and you can head over to our sales page, duocollective.com/SEO on Tap to read more. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to DM us. We're so excited to hold your hand and walk you through all of this and truly help you feel confident in updating your own website. So head over there and check it out.
If you like this episode, please be sure to share it with a friend and subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes dropping every Monday. Plus, if you haven't already, please go ahead and leave us a review and don't hesitate to share any new episode ideas. We absolutely love hearing from you and creating this content for you. See you next week.